have never seen anyone do this trick in real life. The first and only time I saw someone do that trick was in that video and on some other videos by the same guy named Jake Wooden. This is a pretty sick story because before this guy inspired me to try and learn the frontside 360 disaster, I came across a video of him, and I guess most of you guys that skate have seen it because this video is insane, and that's a huge understatement. Simply incredible. So I follow this guy on Instagram, and then after a little while, YouTube does what YouTube does best, starts recommending me videos I like, and apparently one of his signature tricks is the frontside 360 disaster. So after I saw a video of him doing a frontside 360 disaster, my mind was blown because it looked so sick, and that got me thinking maybe I could try and learn the frontside 360 disaster. It's a pretty incredible, difficult trick, but I got frontside 360. So last summer I already tried the 270-50 on a quarter pipe. I landed the 270-50 on a quarter pipe. Oh! 270 degrees, that means I only need 90 more degrees to go to the 360. So I guess it would be possible. I could land this incredible sick looking trick 90 degrees, that's all I'm asking for. So this was back in October, so that's like 3 or 4 months ago. That's quite a long time, but I thought this trick looked so sick that it was worth spending a lot of time on. Also a really good tip for you, if you're trying to learn a trick, pick a trick that you think looks incredibly sick, because for me that's always a huge motivation to keep going and keep trying to learn that trick. The first time I went to the park and tried to learn this trick, put some practice on this trick, was on October 16th, and I know this in such detail because Google Maps tracks my timeline, probably yours as well. I also still remember that from this day on, every time I visited the skate park, I put a little bit of time into this trick. So every time I went to the skate park from this day on, I practiced this trick. And if I use Google Maps and do a little bit of math, I can see that I've spent 15 days on this trick. And that's quite a lot, especially considering that the first time I tried this trick, it seemed like I was already getting really close. Oh. As the days went by, I got more comfortable trying this trick. Some days I spend a lot of time on the trick, some days I spend only a couple tries on the trick. Obviously this came with regular skating, I tried other tricks as well. I even considered getting a year subscription for the skate park. It's 300 euros, so comment me below if you think that's worth it, because outside right now in the winter here in Amsterdam, skating is not that good. Some days I took a little easier on the frontside 360 disaster, and some days I focused a bit too much on this trick, spent a little too much time on there. So days pass by until one day I'm watching the mano a mano mini ramp contest, one of my favorite contests that I follow on the internet. And what happens there is that Jake Wooden is in one round and he does a signature trick. Oh! And it reminded me that this trick is insane and that I shouldn't give up. So because I wanted to remind myself that I wanted to learn this trick, I recorded it on my phone, posted it on Instagram, wanted to share it with you guys because it looked so sick. I tagged him in there and he replied. So sickest skater in the world replied to my Instagram post of him, and that gave me huge motivation. So he messaged me that it was always a go-to And then I told him, dude, I've been trying to learn this trick for about 9 days now. Got inspired by you and getting so close today. Gonna try to land it tomorrow and post it on Instagram. Cheers from Amsterdam, dog. The guy has around 80,000 followers, so wasn't really expecting another reply. Little did I know, he replied again, and he did not only reply, he gave me some proper tips on the trick. So the trick is to pop a regular frontside 180, and when you're at 90 degrees, begin to point the nose down for the full 180 until you get to 270, then lift the nose a little at the end. You got that? Let me see it. I was like, all right, thanks. This trick is my life's purpose for the next days. And it really was, because I had to land it right now. If I wasn't going to land it today, I wasn't even sure if I was ever going to land it. So went to the park. I think I spent around 2.5 hours on it. Didn't matter how many tries. Probably not even the most efficient way. I finally landed it that day. I sent the clip of the trick to Jake. He told me that I did it well. And that's the story. That's the story of this simple skate trick. Maybe I spent a little bit too much time on this trick, but didn't really care about that because I want to get consistent at this trick anyway. And spending multiple days on a trick is supposed to make you learn something better. And by now I've gotten quite consistent at the trick. I actually did it in a line a couple days ago. Big shout out to Jake Wooden for giving me the tips and motivating me and inspiring me. Follow the guy on Instagram. Hope you guys enjoyed the story behind a single skate trick. Peace out and skate on.